If you were to tell me months ago that Destiny Rising, a mobile game, would somehow make me fall in love with Destiny again, I would have laughed in your face and called you a liar. There's no way that a gacha mobile game would be what makes me play Destiny again. Yet somehow, Destiny Rising has not only surprised me on multiple fronts, but it has made me realize something about Destiny as a whole. And what I realized is that Bungie is the reason why Destiny is being held back after all of these years. Bungie as a whole has not only pretty much ruined the reputation of Destiny, but they have almost completely ruined the goodwill within their studio that they had for years, with hundreds of thousands of fans being fed up with the way the game has been run, and many more not likely to ever return to the game. And yet somehow, Destiny Rising has made me care about the Destiny universe all over again. But it made me realize why I fell in love with this franchise back in 2014, all those years ago. Before we start, let's get the negatives out of the way first, and the only two complaints I have are that it's a mobile game, so you will definitely see some of that in areas such as the UI, the HUD, the NPC dialogue, and some of the textures not loading in, and the gacha system. However, as of right now, I have gotten incredibly lucky and gotten almost all the characters except for Gwen and Faye, without spending any money. And while you need to earn the character again to unlock new passives, you can still upgrade all of their abilities with basic materials and Glimmer. And you can get so many draws just for playing this game, that is probably the most generous system I've seen in any game that has them, and I hope it stays this way. Funnily enough, a mobile game, let alone a gacha mobile game, has been way more generous than Destiny 2 and Bungie have been in years. That's how you know your company's got its priorities ass backwards. Alright, enough bashing on the dog water company that is Bungie, let's get into Destiny Rising. Destiny Rising feels like a reboot and sort of a fresh new start for Destiny as a whole. Taking place just after the Dark Ages, Destiny Rising doesn't have any guardians, but the precursors known as Lightbearers, with each Lightbearer having their own relic that allows them to channel their inner light, whether that be Solar, Void, or Arc. Down the line, I imagine we'll be able to change what relic we can have on a character, but for now, each character only has one specific relic. Destiny Rising's gameplay reminds me so much of Destiny 1, with some Destiny 2 features being sprinkled over, as well as some brand new abilities and supers to use. We have some new activities that are some of the most engaging I've ever seen in a Destiny game, incredible clan mechanics and MMO features we've been begging Bungie for years, returning weapons from Destiny 2 like SMGs and linear fusion rifles, but also new weapon types like the auto crossbow and dual sidearms, fishing, sparrow racing, an in-game card game that you can earn rewards from, and Shifting Gates, an 18-player Gambit-like mode that is probably one of the best game modes I've played in any of the Destiny games. Along with raids, strikes, PvP, a roguelike system, heroic missions, heroic campaign, a full-length campaign, miniature campaigns for each one of the playable characters, and so much more content I haven't even seen yet. And all of this was made for a fucking mobile game, with an official emulator you can download from the Destiny Rising website, fully supported by NetEase, with the emulator being as simple as downloading it, and that's it. It automatically installs the game and everything you need to play. And while the campaign story is decent for a Destiny game, some of the missions they have you do are absolutely amazing, and I highly recommend doing all of the specific character campaigns. I would say most, if not all of these character campaigns are easily better than the main one, with my personal favorite being Ikora's story, where you actually get to play through her entire backstory up until the point where she met a very important figure within Destiny's history. And it's incredibly sad that a mobile game was able to make me care more for Ikora than the past 10 years of the official Destiny franchise games. And while Destiny Rising isn't going to be considered canon, but its own alternative universe, the way they respect the source material and incorporate it into their game is incredible. Don't be surprised to see a lot of characters you've only heard of in Destiny lore, now being either as playable characters or characters you interact with. with all of our playable characters having unique personalities, and all of the ghosts having their own names, voices, and personalities as well, rather than the generic name known as Guardian and Ghost that they give us in Destiny 2. With Jian Wei probably being the most interesting character within the entirety of the Destiny Rising roster, with it being heavily implied that he was a part of the Mongolian Empire. This might be an example of one of the first times I've ever seen a Lightbearer from before the 21st century being resurrected. The man is just straight aura. And while we lose the ability to truly customize the characters we play as like we did in Destiny 1 and 2, something that I still hold dear to my heart and I wish was in this game, I'm okay with the characters they give us. And while unfortunately as of right now there is no armor to grind for in this game, you could still absolutely build the character you want using the artifacts as well as the mythic and exotic weapons you can grind for. And if you want to maximize your character to be the best that they can be, you can use the recommended tab and it'll show you everything that's recommended for this character, while still giving you the option to equip artifacts that aren't recommended for your character. And for the weapons, you can click on the perk traits icon and it'll show you all the perk traits you can roll with, instead of needing to go to a third-party website. Unsure where to get weapons and materials from? Simply clicking on a weapon icon will show you where you can actually obtain these materials and weapons from, and what activity and drop rates they're associated with. And if you run out of pinnacle energy to open up the major chest, you can still grind out the basic rewards and get materials for the next time you can obtain them. And as of right now, they are extremely generous with what you can earn. Another nice quality of life feature is that if you have a friend online who isn't in your fire team, but let's say you're queuing for a strike or a raid or even a PvP match, the game will automatically connect you to them without having them in your fire team. In this example right here, I was already in another fire team of 3 people and I was doing some public events and I happened to run into my other friend. And since we're in a patrol zone, you would think that these would be instants and we would never see each other again once we left this area. What ended up happening was that 10 minutes went by and we went off in separate directions. Eventually we were able to meet up at a public event along with some other random people we saw earlier but also went in different directions. This is a social feature that I cannot believe NetEase got right on their first try, where it's still taking Bungie years and years of trying. Nowadays you don't even see people in patrol zones in Destiny 2, it's all by yourself. Kind of weird that a game that advertises itself as an MMO now feels more lonely than ever before. Looking back, I also didn't see that they said it was absolutely free, which is a load of fucking horseshit, especially when they keep removing free and paid for content. Destiny Rising has probably one of the best onboarding features I've ever seen for an MMO, regardless of what platform it's being played on. I'm not exaggerating when I say that the mobile game has introduced my friends into the world of Destiny better than the mainline games have. This has allowed my friends to actually enjoy the game without any hassle. And the sense of community in this game is so much better than Destiny 1 or 2. I've already met so many new friends and people just from interacting with them in different activities, that it just blows my mind that NetEase was able to finally give us the MMO experience we've been asking for years in Destiny. Let's go back to the clan system for a second. Not only can you have a clan in Destiny Rising, but you can have your own clan housing, you can go out on missions with your clanmates, you can do specific clan missions on a freaking grid tile map, which by the way has bosses that you can team up with other clan members to take down and expand your territory, as well as resources that when you gather them, every single person in the clan gets them. And it all contributes to the clan overall. I mean, are you fucking kidding me? This is absolutely incredible for Destiny. And if for some reason you can't find enough people for an activity, you will have bots automatically join your game and take the place of a player until someone else can be found. And to let you know that it's an actual bot, it will have a tag displayed on their name. And lastly, one of the most important things about this game is that the sense of mystery and wonder is finally back in Destiny. Since Rising takes place just after the Dark Ages, we don't have access to a spaceship, so rather we get to experience the Earth in the entirety of it. And while I don't want to spoil anything in this video, we most certainly find ways to explore past the Earth without a spaceship. The point that I'm sure many of you agree with, and that I've been trying to get across this entire video, is that Bungie is the reason why the Destiny IP has been held back all these years. And NetEase has proven to us that with people that love and care about the Destiny IP, it can absolutely flourish and thrive. And while Bungie has been absolutely amazing with some of the content they've released in the past, with all of their controversies, lack of communication with players, and lack of overall care for the game, as well as the absolutely horrific reputation Destiny has received under their leadership, I believe that it's finally time for a different company to take full charge of Destiny's development going forward, whether that be to finally fix Destiny 2 and all of its problems, or to finally release the long-awaited Destiny 3 in the style of a true MMO that fans have been waiting years for. But until then, Destiny Rising has finally made me fall back in love with the universe all over again.